What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa Show, where I read you those cryptocurrency news articles so you don't have to. And yeah, it's a pretty slow day in crypto and Bitcoin news out there. And hold on, I just realized I do not have the screen shared. So if I were to share screens with you, you got nothing. So let me get that fixed really fast before we start the show. But no, seriously, there is like nothing going on today. Like I am literally like grasping at straws right now. Like here, let me show you a quick example of we have a man who swung a machete outside a crypto.com arena and gets shot by police. Now, what does this have to do with crypto? Nothing, but that's all I'm telling you. There is no like news going on today. Sure, we had like yesterday was so bullish. It's crypto week, yes, and that's just the news that continues. That all these articles are still talking about the Clarity Act, the Genius Act, and just that's what's going on this week. They mentioned, oh, Bitcoin touched its 120,000 like level, but didn't quite make it. So now we're seeing a dip to 116 as we see right here. But so it's like, what really did even happen? Like, I love CoinMarketCap because it does give us some like little bits of news, like at the timeline down here. So like, let's see, this happened yesterday. MicroStrategy acquired 4,225. That was news on the 14th. So he bought right before the dip happened, but I think we kind of covered that article already. Let's see, we got Bitcoin reaches all-time high, becoming the world's 5th largest. Let's explore some more TLDRs. So let's see, Bitcoin reaches an all-time high, becoming the world's 5th largest asset driven by institutional inflows via spot ETFs and leveraged positions amidst favorable regulations market. Bitcoin institutional's acceptance has surpassed 123,000, bolstered by pro-crypto policies and major ETF inflows. Let's see, in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin price moved 4.73% negative, down to 116,000, and trading volume moved plus 38. So there was actually a lot of action going on. So again, that just makes sense for people like just maybe taking a little profit right there. We just literally went from 107 to 123 with a matter of a week. Sure, we've been holding the line for like a whole month. Like, here, let's just pull the chart again. Let's just keep looking at the chart today because, like, what else do we got to do? I got no articles other than Hungary tying its laws and a Bitcoin-powered darknet was taken down. But no, like, so here was the week chart. We had a nice little increase from 108, but since then, we just endured an entire month just hovering 106, 107. So is this little dip we saw back in June kind of what we're seeing right now in this little chart? Are we getting that little bit of a dip? Hopefully we don't hold on to this for an entire month like we see right here. But hopefully this is just a nice little correction dip and then we just, boom, continue going up. So again, it's crypto week and again, we got all those rules, regulations, discussions going on. It's just an exciting time. So we'll see what goes on here. I don't think we're going to dip any lower than the 116, but again, you never know. But let's at least go through at least both of these two articles I have for you, and then we'll scrounge around. I'll show you about like just really what else is going on. Maybe we'll click on an article, maybe we won't. But let's start off with Hungary and their just kind of terrible policies going on right now. So we have unauthorized crypto trading now carries 2 years of prison in Hungary. So Hungary has updated its criminal code, imposing potential prison sentences for those using or running unauthorized crypto exchanges. So it doesn't matter if you're running an exchange. If you use it, you could be subject to a couple of years in prison. So don't do this if you're a citizen in Hungary, just saying. But Hungary has passed laws that could slap individuals trading crypto using an unauthorized crypto exchange with prison. So those who use a so-called unauthorized crypto asset exchange service could face up to 2 years in prison, with penalties increased based on the value traded. Now, according to an update to the country's criminal code that came into force on July 1st, the updated laws also targeted unauthorized crypto service providers with up to 3 years in prison, which could increase depending on the value of illicit trades. Now, local news outlets Telex reported on July 1st that the laws have confused crypto companies serving the country, as Hungary's Supervisory Authority for Regulatory Affairs has 60 days to develop compliance frameworks for the laws, but no guidance exists in the meantime as of yet. Now, new law for abuse of crypto assets. The first update to Hungary's criminal code gives a penalty of up to 2 years in prison if an unauthorized crypto exchange is used to trade between 5 million to 50 million forints. That's 14,000 to 145,000 US dollars. So if you trade an amount, that's what could trigger this. But the penalty rises up to 3 years if the offense is of a particular large value, like between 50 mil to 500 mil. So basically, yeah, it's like 200,000 to $2 million. Like in that valuation, that could be a 3-year penalty if you're big Z's and dealing with that much money. But here is that laws of section 394-A for abuse of crypto assets. A person who exchanges crypto assets of significant value for money or other crypto assets using an unauthorized crypto asset exchange service is guilty of misdemeanor or shall be punished by imprisonment of up to 2 years unless a criminal offense of greater gravity is established. Now, the punishment shall be imprisonment for up to 3 years for committing a felony if the criminal offense under paragraph is committed for a particular large value. Now, the punishment shall be imprisonment for 1 to 5 years for committing a felony if the criminal offense under paragraph is committed for particularly significant value. Now, there is an unauthorized crypto exchange. Exchanges now a criminal offense. The second update law around crypto gives up to 3 years in prison for those who provide unauthorized crypto asset exchange service activities of up to 50 million forints or 145,950 US dollars. The penalty increases are similar to unauthorized exchanges of use of laws, with crypto service providers hit up with 5 years in prison for offensive up to 500 million forints or 1.46 million US, and up to 8 years in prison for offenses over the 500 million forints. Now, Revolut polls then reinstates some crypto services. Earlier this month, a local outlet portfolio reported that the UK-based fintech company Revolut pulled its services in Hungary over the laws. Now, a section of Revolut's Hungarian site said it had stopped all the crypto-related services in the country, including withdrawals from the platform, due to recently introduced Hungarian legislation, and did not have a timeline for when it would reinstate the services. However, Portfolio reported on Monday that Revolut had again followed crypto withdrawals only, and Revolut also said its EU arm is working on gaining a crypto license within the EU, so they will be following those rules soon. But again, these are just rules that have been in place, or just got placed into by Hungary. So again, this is why it's like good that we're having like this crypto week in the US, because we needed clarity, we need rules. So a lot of businesses didn't want to do anything in crypto because it's like, well, what can I do? What can I not? Well, I'll be potentially doing prison sentence in time for if I make this exchange or do all this stuff. So this is why the Clarity Act and the Genius Act and all the discussions we've been having so far these past couple months is like very beneficial for the crypto and blockchain space, because if it goes unchecked, we have stuff like this that happens. So yeah, so I guess like this little news article kind of like just breaks down and points like why we're doing what we are in the meantime here in the US. But let's see, we got a comment here. Hey Sherpa, how's it going? Let's see, how are we with Divi? Have you heard any latest? No, I have not. Still nothing. I know they were like trying to meet up with the Litecoin guys, or not Divi, their side partner, like their new partnership with these side chains and everything. I don't think they ever disclosed a name at all to that company yet. So yeah, that's still in the works, and yeah, there's still just no news. I haven't heard anything else. I always try to catch the Divi YouTube channel, so if you guys want to stay up to date like with Divi, like they will sometimes like mention like what's going on. Like here, let me pull this up, bring you the Divi YouTube channel. So just go to diviproject.org or just Divi Project on YouTube, right there, Divi Project. And these guys have their weekly updates. We get The Voice, we got Neegs, and I forgot what the other guy's name was. I'm so sorry. But no, they just like talk about what's still going on in the crypto space, kind of like what I'm doing with my news channel, just telling you. And everything's timestamped too. So if you just click on their video and you just want to get specific facts, like here it is. Everything is timestamped, like Divi marketing updates. So boom, 2615. I would click on that. It'll take me exactly to the part of when they start talking about Divi. So yeah, if you guys want to stay up to date on Divi, follow the Divi Project, and yeah, this like they post every week, and that's basically all I've heard with Divi. But Yeah, since I'm here, why not? Let's go to their website. Let's see if there's been any change. DiviProject.org. And I'm still staking my Divi. It's just sitting on my crypto-only laptop from Kellic Solution. Just have it running live. I think the voice introduced like another service so that way you can shut off your laptops and still continue stake your Divi. Me, I just leave my computer running. So that's just what I'm doing right now. They have not been reinstated on Change Now just yet, so kind of just holding on. But let's see, has there been any new blogs? Let's see, the next evolution, that was March 5th. And yeah, so nothing really new has been going on with Divi, and that's the latest update. So if you want more to follow, check him out on YouTube. But let's see, let's continue on with our last article I have before we just start browsing around what else could be going on in the space. But we have a Bitcoin-fueled darknet marketplace that vanishes. Is this a possible exit scam? Let's find out. So Abacus commanded around 70% of the market shares across all Bitcoin-enabled Western darknet marketplaces in 2024. Now, Abacus Markets, the largest Bitcoin-powered Western darknet marketplace, has gone offline in an apparent exit scam. Its website and infrastructure, included its ClearNet mirror, are inaccessible. TRM Labs said in a report on Monday that the disappearance has led TRM to believe the operators have likely conducted an exit scam, shutting down operations and disappearing with users' funds. TRM Labs said that the closure could be the result of attention from law enforcement, as Abacus Market clocked a monthly record after the closure of Archetype Market, one of the longest-running dark web marketplaces, in mid-June. Now, in late June, users began reporting withdrawal issues, which prompted the Abacus administration, known by the handle Veto, to assure users that the problems were merely a result of an influx of new people and distributed denial-of-service attack. They said that this behavior was consistent with known exit scam patterns seen across other darknet markets. And here is that post in there from Veto. Now, users began fleeing in droves, despite the assurance, and daily deposits dropped in the final weeks, down from the average daily deposit of 230,000 in most of June to 13,000 daily from June 28th to July 10th. Now, Abacus offered a wide range of illicit drugs, including stimulants, psychedelics, unlicensed pharmaceuticals, and operated a central deposit wallet that supported both Bitcoin and Monero. And of course, they use Monero. It's a private cryptocurrency out there. Now, Abacus was one of the top darknet marketplaces dealing in Bitcoin. Now, Europos shuttered one of the longest-running dark web marketplaces, Archetype Market. Yeah, it's a tip because there's no E at the end of that to spell archetype. But on June 16th, causing its users to flood Abacus, leading to its largest ever monthly sales volume of 6.3 million in June. Now, a similar situation played out after the ASAP Markets voluntary closure in July 2023, with a 20% increase in Abacus's volume compared with the month before it. Now, its share of Bitcoin supporting Western darknet market ecosystems also spiked to over 70% following ASAP's closure and law enforcement seizures of Incognito Market in March 2024. TRM Labs said that users typically migrate to the nearest available platform when a dark marketplace collapses, especially when it's a large and reputable one. Now, here are the top 30 Bitcoin-enabled Western darknet markets involving, let's see, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. So this is their income they raised, or they've got, up to 80 million. Or no, they never made it up to 80 million, but between 60 and 80 million US dollars is what they were bringing in. Dang, people like using that dark web to do illegal stuff, which is only a small portion, guys. So when they say Bitcoin and crypto is used for illicit activities only, that's only a small part of it. Sometimes they will utilize it in the DeFi ecosystem. But in the real world, they're still stick with fiat cash payments to keep it more illicit with their whosoever bad person. But that was a lot of money that flowing into these darknet marketplaces. But marketplaces that reach the top of the ecosystem in terms of volumes were user-based listings and reputation, often becoming priority targets for law enforcement, said TRM Labs. Now, during its 4 years of operation, Abacus generated nearly $100 million in Bitcoin sales, But TRM Labs said that's because privacy coin Monero accounted for a large volume of sales. Its actually total could be between 300 million and 400 million. And yeah, because you don't know, because I used the privacy coin Monero for it. But profits and no consequences for its peers. So TRM Labs speculates that Abacus operators could have also lost motivation to continue or choose to exit the ecosystem to preserve their freedom and financial gains. Now, faced with a decision between profit-seeking and self-preservation, Abacus admins likely chose the latter in light of an archetype seizure and the surge in the new users that elevated Abacus's profile. Now, previous administration of the other darknet market operators who voluntarily exited, such as those as ASAP Market and Algora Market, or conducted exit scams such as Evolution Market, managed to escape without being caught by law enforcement, according to TRM Labs. So some guys did do an exit scam and didn't get caught. And then there's the darknet marketplace may already be seized. So TRM Labs said that there is also a chance that the law enforcement covertly seized the marketplace and are staying quiet about the operation while they compile evidence and track down those involved. And this won't be the first time. I think this is how they pulled off, they took down quite a bit of other darknet sites out there because they took control of someone else's for a bit. They still let it run and play out for a full year before they went bam. They had all the evidence they needed and gathered. So this could be something they're doing as well. But, however, the firm also said that the administration of the dark web discussion forum Dread, who was in the close contact with Abacus team, has cast doubt on law enforcement being behind the marketplace's disappearance. In some cases, such as Nemesis Market's exit, official seizure notices have appeared months after the darknet market has gone offline, TRM's ladded. So I guess another darknet marketplace is offline, was an exit scam, was going to be controlled by the FBI now to take over some of these, to bust a lot more people. We'll never know, but just as this one Abacus command has left the market. So, but that was basically the only two articles I had for you guys. Because, again, it is a slow day. Just Hungary is not a great place to be into crypto because of their tightening laws. If you trade over 4,000, what was it, or 1,000, that's 2 years, and up to 50,000 or 1 million is 3 years. So not a good place. And then just a darknet taken off. And there really wasn't much else. Take a look at X's Bitcoin magazine. Can't see if there's any latest posts. Here, let me refresh this page so we get a current update. So let's see. New Bitcoin bull market, a major problem. This was 17-hour goes. Opportunity for Democrats. Let's see. That was just a coming up series. Let's see. Just in 21 minutes ago, Congressman Tom Emmer says that this week we are delivering on President Trump's promise to make America the crypto capital of the world. Hey, that sounds good. Can we click on this? Can we play it? Come on. Let's see. Let's try to play it. Come on, X's are too many people utilizing your network. I guess we won't get to play this ad, so let's go back. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
Promise to make America the crypto capital of the world. For too long, digital asset innovation in this country has been stifled by ambiguous rules, instability, and the Biden administration's anti-crypto crusade. Now we have the opportunity to pass a comprehensive, nonpartisan digital asset legislation that will unlock the next era of American innovation, protect consumers, and strengthen the U.S. dollar. Where ambiguity and unclear jurisdiction have stifled blockchain innovation, the Clarity Act will create a much-needed regulatory framework for the digital asset marketplace. Doing this not only gives builders and firms the rules of the road, it also ensures consumers are protected against fraud and bad actors. And the Senate's Genius Act will peg stable coins to a stable currency like the US dollar, opening the door for the United States to lead the world in digital finance. The House will also vote on our anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, which bans the Fed from issuing a central bank currency. Under the Biden administration, financial surveillance gained a foothold in the United States as they explored the creation of a central bank digital currency. CBDCs are already used by governments like the Chinese Communist Party to monitor, track, and judge the financial actions of its citizens. A CBDC would be nothing more than a surveillance tool that could threaten our very way of life. We can't let that happen. These three nonpartisan bills are the culmination of years of work in Congress, and especially in the House. Together, they're going to launch America to the top of the digital asset innovation world and fulfill our promise of making America the crypto capital of the world. We've waited long enough. We must take hold of this opportunity now.
Yep. So like you said, like we needed this innovation because again, like as we saw with Hungary and like these tightening rules, do you think this is doing well? Well, no, this is what we were experiencing these last 4 years with the other administration in office and everything. They were pushing away. We had choke point 2.0. Banks couldn't deal with crypto at all. It was bad. So it's just like all these rules and changes going on this week is completely bullish for Bitcoin and crypto in general, but it's just we needed it to just progress further in the nation. And if other countries follow suit, they will benefit as well. So yeah, so that is actually some pretty good bullish news again, but that's what I've been talking about all along. So it's not new news, but this is what's being discussed this week. Let's see what else keeps going down. Let's see, Bitcoin Magazine just in. President Donald Trump says, "Happy Crypto Week. Digital assets are the future, and we are leading by a lot. Get the first vote done this afternoon." So happy Crypto Week. The House will soon vote on a tremendous bill to make America the undisputed #1 leader in digital assets. Nobody does it better, and that's the Genius Act. It is going to put our great nation light years ahead of China, Europe, and all other nations who are trying to endlessly to catch up, but they just can't do it. Digital assets are the future, and we are leading by a lot. Get the first vote done this afternoon. All Republicans should vote yes. This is our moment. Digital assets, genius, clarity. It is all part of making America great again, bigger and better than ever before. We are leading the world, and we'll work hard with the Senate and House to get even more legislation. Let me get that little heart right there. But yeah, so true. So we are leading that path. And what else did he say? Trump also had another post saying Fed should cut rates by 3 points, very low inflation, $1 trillion a year would be saved. So that's basically what's going on this week. Not too much other action is happening. I'm still looking, nothing going on. So, but yeah, that's it for really the news today. Like I said, it was going to be a short, quick little video today. Well, shorter, at least half the usual video. We're still in a 70 on the fear and greed index, so people are still greedy. We might see a little corrections. Bitcoin's currently at 117. ETH still above $3,000. Not bad. So that's kind of bullish for the altcoins right there. Here, let's take a look at crypto bubbles. I want to see a look at I like crypto bubbles to see the mass. Okay, so not all altcoins are experiencing the nice little bump, but I like Ethereum still holding that 3,000 level, so not bad. But everybody have an awesome Tuesday. Stay safe out there, and I will see you again tomorrow for some more, hopefully more new crypto news articles. So see you then. Bye. Love you.
In a world where your data is constantly under attack, one company stands for your digital freedom. Introducing Calyx Solutions, your gateway to ultimate online privacy and secure cryptocurrency trading. Meet the Liberty Laptop. With its modified OS and advanced tracking prevention, it's your shield against surveillance. Access restricted areas, use recommended security software, and browse with confidence. Your digital footprint? Virtually non-existent. For the crypto pros, we present the Crypto Laptop. Pre-configured on premium hardware for secure trading. Optimized for your favorite wallets and exchanges. It's the fortress your digital assets deserve. Both laptops come with expert individual training and support. You're never alone in your journey to digital empowerment. At Calyx Solutions, we put you in control. No more worrying about data breaches or compromised transactions. Ready to join the revolution? Visit calyxsolutions.io and choose your perfect laptop today. Plus, become an affiliate and earn while sharing the power of digital freedom. Calyx Solutions. Unlock your digital freedom. Give us a call or text at 702-845-8276 or visit us directly at calyxsolutions.io.